Welcome to the Pluto Lounge, where we just chill.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
The Blight is a threat here, not Orlais.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You don't care a damn thing about Ferelden anymore. All you care about is your power. You even allowed Rindenhout to imprison and torture innocents.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Hal was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Hal may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
What, did you bring Hal to the Sinistral when he butchered my family in their home, in their sleep? Did you bring yourself to the Sinistral when you sent a blood mage to poison Arl Eamon?
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Tyrn Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter.
What have I done? I protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Loghain is not to be trusted.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
The Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men, and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
I'll fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
All right, General. Let's see what you got.
My Marek and the Maker!
Wonderful! Wonderful! Wonderful!
In the Maker's name!
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
And you will die for all that you have done.
Wait, there is another option. The Terran is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden. And there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Riordan has a point. Let's put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
So, what are you gonna do, Alistair? You're just gonna leave the Wardens if you don't get your way? What about your oath? I hate this man. I hate this man! But once I became a warden, it's no longer about my own personal feelings. The order comes first. And honestly, outside of this room, everyone still thinks of this traitor as a freaking hero. Which means after this is all over, he can help us recruit. He can help us rebuild the order. Because it's no longer about us. It's about the order. And it's about stopping the Blight. We need all the help we can get, Alistair.
Loghain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
Alistair, you've been at my side this entire time. You've seen the state of this country, and the only thing that motivates you to become king is to kill Loghain? No, Honora will be queen as my wife.
My husband, the king consort, the general of my armies, and the hero who will save Ferelden from this blight.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
No, Alistair, it's not about you, and it's not about me. It's about doing what's best for Ferelden, and for stopping this blight.
Being a good king is about more than who's smartest or who has the best breeding. You told me once that I needed to stand up for myself. Well, here I am. I'm standing. Make me king, not her.
That's the problem, Alistair. You shouldn't be asking me, of all people, to make you king. If you want it, then you stand up and take it.
And I thought we were friends. I guess I was wrong. Here's my decision then. I'm no longer a Grey Warden. I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
No. You owe me a boon. Let him go, Honora.
This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this Landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go. Good luck. You'll need it if he actually survives the joining.
Alistair, when you come back to your senses, you will always be welcome.
I have no place here any longer. Not in Ferelden, not with the Grey Wardens, not by you. Goodbye.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a blight to defeat, and armies to gather. And I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the King Consort's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, and he has a lot to redeem himself for.
He does indeed. You kept your end of the deal. I will keep mine. The engagement will be announced at my coronation, provided you are still interested.
Trying to get out of it already, huh?
Not at all. I simply wish to ensure your ambitions haven't changed. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. So let's do it. But first, we need to check something. Alistair kind of really left, right? He was just blowing off some steam. You know, he could get a little emotional at times. It's okay. I'm sure he's still here. Damn. Damn. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life. All right.
I passed your test. Fate has a twisted sense of humor, it seems. I suppose you think I'm some sort of monster. More so since I survived your ritual. You keep striking at me, and I just refuse to die decently.
If I despise you, it's because you deserve it.
Ah, now there's the venom I expected. Well, is that it? Surely you've more to say to me than that. Go on, try out all the curses and insults you know. I'll teach you some new ones if they don't suffice.
I don't have to insult you. I've already beaten you.
And now what? Am I to be some trophy of your victory? The defeated enemy you drag about on a leash wherever you go? Or have you some worse fate in mind for me?
Well, we're going to have to work together now.
Is that punishment meant for me or for you? And just like that, we're allies. I can't imagine it's so simple. I don't know what concession you want from me, Warden. I expect my word will not satisfy you.
Guess what? You're a Grey Warden now too, you know.
Indeed, I'd almost forgotten that. Thank you for the reminder. I think it's time we got to the point here. What do you want from me? My execution was all but arranged. If you'd wanted me dead, you could have had your wish at the Landsmeet. I assume, then, that you have something else in mind.
I'm giving you a chance, and I want you to take it. I meant what I said, and the Grey Wardens need you.
Fortunate for me, then, that I've always been a man to take chances. I'm hardly blind to the irony of this situation. All of this can rightly be called my fault. Whether or not you can do better remains to be seen. But if you can make this the end, Warden, I will follow you, I swear it.
Alright, well, you're going to have to prove your worth here.
I never doubted that. We should speak no more of this at present. Time's wasting.
Yes, that is true.
So, there are to be wedding bells. Did I hear this correctly?
Morgan, it's purely a political arrangement, and that's all.
As I suspected, I am not ignorant of such matters after all. I'm simply curious as to what your bride-to-be might think. Of me. Of us.
Well, she doesn't need to know about us.
Indeed, she does not. I would not worry about it. Things have a way of working themselves out, yes? Let us speak of this another time. I wish to ask a question of you.
Sure.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
Well, this came out of nowhere, didn't it?
I would hardly call it nowhere. You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
And what if I do love you?
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
Love is not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you
are not worth mine.
Morgan, you are worth my distraction. You've watched life from afar all this time. Now how about live life with me?
You are impossible. Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end. I have something for you.
That sounds a little vague.
'Tis a ring. Now before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
It's a sweet gift. Thank you.
It is not given out of sentimentality. I believe you are too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly.
So, you're giving it to me purely out of practicality?
I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it?
I'm glad to see you care.
Now you are mocking me. Do you wish the ring or not? I am tempted to simply keep it.
Thank you for the gift.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
Welcome to the Pluto Lounge, where we just chill.